All right, Brooke, thank you. Now to more Commitment 2024 coverage. A local political science professor says there is one demographic Vice President Kamala Harris needs in order to win the White House.
Ari Height spoke with that professor tonight. Ari joins us with what he had to say about that block of voters. Ari?
Yeah, the word that professor keeps using to describe this entire presidential campaign is unprecedented, and Joe Biden leaving the race with less than 4 months until Election Day just adds to that. He says now Vice President Kamala Harris needs to balance this: focus on Democrats to win the nomination, and then focus on independents to win in November.
President Joe Biden ending his campaign for a second term wasn't a shock to anyone, but Florida Atlantic University political science professor Kevin Wagner says he was still a little surprised when it actually happened.
It's still a bit unusual to see a candidate that has the nomination generally wrapped up stepping aside this late.
And now that Vice President Kamala Harris is the favorite to be the new Democratic nominee, Wagner says she'll have to do what every other presidential candidate has to do: win over the independents. And he says that's always hard to predict how that can happen.
It's a big cross-section of voters, so it's very hard to sort of generalize about them.
Independents can be voters who lean left or lean right, could be voters who rarely participate.
And then you have sort of the true independents, which are voters that do participate, but really don't favor one party or the other. And sometimes it's hard to narrow it down to that particular demographic when you try to understand what's going on.
Wagner says Harris's age could help her reach younger voters, since so much has been made about the ages of Joe Biden and Donald Trump. He also says it will be interesting to see who the Democratic vice presidential candidate will be. Not so much for that candidate, but for what it says about the person running for president.
And so the selection that Vice President Harris makes, should she be the nominee, will be probably the first view that many voters will have about the kind of choices that Vice President Harris might make, and that could be influential.
So given all that, Wagner says a vice presidential candidate doesn't really move the needle at the polls, but it could move the needle of the popularity of the presidential candidate. Of course, Vice President Harris still needs to win the nomination before she can name a running mate. Reporting live, Ari Height, WPBF 25 News.